what happened next was that I noticed there was this man who sometimes helped Insoo push the video monitors around, and I said, "Who's that?" And they said, "Oh, that's Insoo's husband." And, oh, okay. And I would see him in seminars occasionally, but we never talked. Steve was not. Did you know Steve?
I only met him a couple of times, but I wasn't close to him, or didn't. I was too young and had no idea what to say to him, and I think he felt a bit the same.
He was very shy. He was not a man who talked a lot or reached out to people. He was known for poor eye contact and for being, there's this wonderful story I always tell about years later when we were at a meeting, and Insoo, Steve, and I were out for dinner, and then we took a walk. It was in Dallas, I remember. And we were talking about something, and Insoo said something and about Steve, I can't remember what it was, and suddenly I said, "Well, that's because Steve is shy. That's the reason for whatever we were talking about." And Insoo said, "Steve is shy?" I said, "Yeah. Aren't you, Steve?" I looked up at him. He said, I think so. But, people, I think, misinterpreted that shyness because he covered it up sometimes, and it seemed like arrogance. So, but it was very funny because I guess with her, he was never shy, and it was like a revelation. I never thought of Steve as shy, but he was, and so I didn't get to know him until, as I wrote, Insoo and Steve had met in Palo Alto at Jim Dirks, who was one of the group, and Insoo had gone to the Chicago Institute, Chuck Kramer's Family Therapy Institute, and they had gotten interested in all these new things, particularly the MRI Brief Therapy Project, and they decided to go out there for a workshop. And they didn't have much money, and so somebody at Family Service, another colleague, knew Steve because they went to college. Got their master's degree together in Milwaukee. Steve was born in Milwaukee and educated there. So this other colleague who wasn't going to Palo Alto said, "Oh, I know this guy, Steve DeShazer, we're in touch. Maybe he can put you up." So they said, "Okay." So Steve said, "Oh, sure, they can stay with me." And Jim Dirks, the way he tells it, they walked in. Steve and Insoo sort of looked at each other, started to talk. And Jim said it was love at first sight. He said, "I got out of there the next day. I just felt I was in the way. I just wanted to leave him alone." It was magic. So, yeah.